And welcome inside the Clutch Up. I am your host, Donny Travis. We're going to jump right into things right now as we're going to start off with the NFL, more specifically the Baltimore Ravens, as they were led by Lamar Jackson to defeat the New England Patriots by a score of 37-26. The Baltimore Ravens now move to a record of 2-1 on the season. They were led by Lamar Jackson, who completed 18 of 29 passes, good for 218 yards. He threw for one interception, however, he made up for that with 4 touchdowns. Also carried the ball 11 times for 107 yards for 1 touchdown on the ground. The Ravens' next game will be coming this weekend as they play the Buffalo Bills October 2nd at 1 p.m. If you don't have your tickets yet for that game, you can still get some online or you can catch that game on CBS. Moving right along, we're going to head over to the MLB. More specifically, history has been made on the MLB side as Albert Pujols becomes one of just 4 men to join the 700 home run club. Congratulations to Albert Pujols. He joins Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, and Barry Bonds as the only men to complete the 700 home run club. Somebody else that is also looking to complete and chase history this season is Aaron Judge, who currently sits at 60 home runs and has been sitting at 60 home runs, has been sitting at that for some time. Still looking to tie Roger Maris, a former Yankee in himself, at 61 home runs. However, he's been stalled at 60 home runs for so few weeks now. He was on pace to break 66 home runs to be exact. However, pitchers have started to pitch around him and not pitch to him at all. So he stalls at 60, but we're still looking to see if and when that does happen. The Yankees' next game after they clinched the AL East last night, they play the Toronto Blue Jays at Toronto tonight, and that first pitch is set to be at 7:07 p.m. Also, looking the playoffs for the Major League Baseball is right around the corner, and the way the picture is shaping up is as follows: the Houston Astros sit at the top of the league as they clinch the division in the American League. The New York Yankees, are right behind them as they also clinch their division. The Cleveland Guardians clinch their division as well. They would be sitting number 3. The Toronto Blue Jays, the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Seattle Mariners all still fighting for those last 3 spots on the American League side. Over on the National League side, the Los Angeles Dodgers have clinched the best record in the league, so they are automatic bid. The New York Mets, they also clinched a playoff berth. However, they have not clinched their division yet, like the number 3 seeded St. Louis Cardinals. The Atlanta Braves have also secured a playoff berth. However, they have not clinched their division as of right now. And the San Diego Padres and the Philadelphia Phillies still looking to hold on to those final 2 spots in the National League playoff picture. So still the last home stretch for the MLB, and we'll see how these last set of games are to shape up. While we're on the topic of things, the NBA is starting up its season, and one coach you will not see is the coach Ime Udoka for the Boston Celtics, who has been suspended the full 2022-2023 NBA season for violating the Boston Celtics personal conduct policy. This came as a shock for many people, and one particular group that it became a shock for was the Boston Celtics players in themselves. The Boston Celtics superstar Jason Tatum said he found out, like everybody else, on Twitter when they found out Ime Udoka was suspended for this entire upcoming season. The team is coming off of a trip to the NBA Finals last season where they did lose in the finals to the Golden State Warriors, but they are looking to make another trip to the NBA Finals this season. However, it does look like they are going to have to do it without Udoka at the helm. In his place will be assistant head coach Joe Mazzulla, who now serve as the interim head coach for the season. Also, in NBA news, all NBA players will be wearing a number 6 patch on their jerseys to honor the late, great Bill Russell as he passed earlier this year. A lot of players like LeBron James, who have already been wearing number 6 before Bill Russell's passing, will be grandfathered in, and they'll still be able to wear the jersey or wear the jersey number. However, once they're done, no new players or nobody else. The league has announced that they would retire the number league-wide, and so nobody else coming into the league, aside from those that have already been wearing it prior, will be allowed to wear the number 6 jersey in the NBA. As we are moving right along, the NBA season is set to kick off next month in October. So we're looking as all these teams are starting to shape up. Media Day was this week, and all these teams have a lot of questions and looking to figure out the answers to those questions before the season starts and as the season starts and progresses. So we'll be sure to keep an eye out on that type of news. Moving right along, we are headed on to the HBCU football roundup. We're going to start off in the SWAC. Bethune-Cookman defeated Grambling State by a score of 36-19. Jackson State defeated Mississippi Valley State by a score of 49-7. University of Texas San Antonio defeated Texas Southern 52-24. Florida A&M defeated Alabama A&M by a score of 38-25. Prairie View A&M defeated Alabama State by a score of 25-15. And Alcorn State defeated Arkansas Pine Bluff by a score of 38-21. That was in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Headed over to the MEAC side of everything. St. Francis defeated Norfolk State by a score of 45-26. Norfolk State is still looking for that first win. Now they are 0-4 on the season. Merrimack defeated Delaware State by a score of 26-13. Delaware State is now 2-2, 2-1 at home now after that game. Virginia Lynchburg and North Carolina Central played each other. North Carolina Central took that game by a score of 59-14, and they improved to 4-0, undefeated on the season and undefeated at home at 2-0. North Carolina A&T defeated South Carolina State by a score of 41-27. North Carolina A&T improves to 1-3 after winning their first game at home for them that they won as well. And South Carolina State moves to 1-2 on the season. And the final bit of information I have for you on today, on this day, in 1919, the fastest baseball game in Major League Baseball was played and clocked at 51 minutes between the Giants and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Giants would take that game 6-1. And now we have MLB games that travel or go far beyond 3 hours, closer to 4 hours. But it's amazing to see how far the league has come, and we're still looking to see if Aaron Judge breaks Roger Maris's record. And that is all the time I have for you today. Be sure to check back next week as we are still looking to see where these stories go. All these stories that I mentioned today are developing, and we're looking to see where they go from here. So be sure to check in next week. Until next time, I'm your host, Donny Travis. Clutch up.